to first responders. Because they do their job, we can do ours. David Taylor Law is proud to support our community's first responders.
You ever get the feeling that everything in America is completely fucked up?
Before the short news clip and a final remark, let's meet Timothy Bailey Holbrook from Oakwood City in Hall County, Georgia. His aspirations are to become a mandated officer with a well-respected agency focused on community policing and proactive law enforcement. He started his career as a security guard for Allied Universal in 2017. Once he was done with that, he decided to become a correctional officer with the Department of Corrections in Georgia. That lasted approximately 2 years. Then he went to Gainesville, Georgia to become a police officer in 2020. That also lasted about 2 years. Once he was done with that, he became a police officer for the city of Oakwood, also in Georgia. Here you will see him taking his oath to the Oakwood Police Department. Now, it's time to see Annie Lloyd after calling police for help for her situation that she found herself in.
We want to get to some new video tonight showing a police officer, this is in Hall County, body slamming a woman to the ground following a September arrest. And now Atlanta News First is taking your questions straight to the top of the Oakwood Police Department.
Atlanta News First, Rachel Aragon, she's live outside of the department for us. That's about 90 minutes northeast of Atlanta. And Rachel, kind of go from the beginning here. What led up to the officer's resignation?
All stemming, though, from an arrest back in September of this year. But the police chief telling me earlier, Tracy and Rick, they want to be as transparent as possible. And they also clarify again that that officer in question has resigned following an internal investigation.
Hey, I'm Officer Holbrook. How are you?
According to a September police report, Officer Timothy Holbrook responded to a business in September in reference to a theft and a dispute. The call resulted in the arrest of Annie for public drunkenness and obstruction of an officer. The exchange between Annie and police resulting in this takedown.
Can you please call Uber? We're trying to give you every chance in the book right now.
I'm the Vietnam!
The Oakwood police chief tells us after their internal investigation, they informed Officer Holbrook he would be terminated as a proposed punishment. But before he was terminated, he resigned. As a result, the chief says Holbrook is listed as resigned in lieu of termination and considered as ineligible for rehire with the city. The department says Holbrook's file will be updated, and the Georgia Peace Officers Standards and Training Council will decide whether an investigation into his law enforcement certification will occur. And that very officer that now resigned was with this department for less than a year. The chief telling me earlier he was brought on to this department this past summer. Pre-live, Rachel Aragon, Atlanta News First.
Thank you, Rachel.
Yes, you heard that right. He was allowed to resign in lieu of being terminated, which allows him to continue on to a different department, maybe one near you, as what we all call a gypsy cop.